Hi guys, I am here with One Book July week 2, kind of checking how things are going. Believe it or not, I'm still pretty much in one book. I think this is the first time I've got this far into One Book July and actually succeeded in remaining in one book. I'm kind of in love with my Happy Planner setup at the moment. So first things that you will probably notice, slightly bigger discs, different cover again, and this thing here. So this is a pen pouch that I made so I can keep the ones that I'm using most often in, and I can literally just pick this up, put it in my bag when I'm off out somewhere, and I've got what I need, and that's kind of just simplifying everything. So at the moment I have like a mild liner of the day that I've used for my headers in my daily log, and I just keep it around. I'm using this one for my monthly tracking, and then kind of these for everything else. I did have these two in, but I took them out when I went out yesterday, and I've been highlighting the things that have gone well in orange and the things that I need to improve on or are not so well in pink, so that they really stand out when I do my weekly review process. So I can't remember if I've actually said I made this, so it's not perfect, it's a bit rough around the edges. But it's orange because we all know I like orange. I was trying to find something similar and just buy it, but I couldn't find one that would fit this size. I could only find ones that would fit A5, and lots of people suggested like the Planny Pack. I cannot stand that name. I think it is horrendous. And also, like, I don't want a whole pencil case on the front of here. I just want like a couple of pens when I'm out and about. So that's that. I've gone back to my hardcover Happy Planner cover because I really like it and it works well with the classic size discs. I have treated myself to the rainbow metal discs because I use this combination for most things, and there's a few stress marks starting to show on some of the plastic discs because I just threw it in my bag. So I thought, do you know what, this is something that I am going to spend a lot of time with, let's just dive in and do it. So that's that. So I've still got this cover underneath, sorry about the glare on the light. I find that having an actual cover underneath this one works well because let me see if I can stand it up and you can see better. So here you can see the plastic is between the two bits and it's stitched in, so paper does tend to get bends in it around here, so I just keep the actual cover inside it just to keep it nice and flat. So changes have occurred. I'm going to turn this that way. No, I'm not going to turn it the other way. I knew I'd stuck them all the wrong way around. I stuck them all the wrong way around. So I've got the dividers that came in the bullet journal type Happy Notes notebook, and I have a wellness section, bullet journal section, a weekly planner, and reference notes as my 4 sections. So my reference notes are things like notes from books I'm reading, things from like my mental health reference pages, things like that go in there. So I've got them and I can refer to them and I know exactly where they are. They're things that aren't necessarily in my bullet journal, they've got a very specific purpose. My weekly planner is just weekly pages with stickers on, because I've worked out that I need to put stickers down. The process of sticker rating and designing that week and all that structure, it's that absorbing mindful activity that I really need within my weekly structure. So I've added in that, and that's fine. My bullet journal is my bullet journal. I am loving bullet journaling in my Happy Planner. It's amazing. And then my wellness pages are my wellness pages. So we'll have a quick look at some things. So if I go into my wellness pages, I've still got everything in here. I'm still recording weather, icons for what I'm doing, and I've been recording the pollen count because that does actually affect my skin and how I'm feeling when I wake up in the morning. So I do that. This was last week. I just thought I'd show you at the end of the week when I went through and did my weekly review process. It's It's a bit complicated at the moment, but it's worked really, really well for getting set for the week. So I've still been doing my weekly review process in my passion planner, but where it says go through your planner and highlight everything, I'm going through all of this, so all my weekly wellness stuff, all my faith stuff, all my bullet journal stuff, and pulling things from that. So I go through all that, collate them together, look at the good things, look at the things that are not so great, and then use that to inform the rest of my weekly review. But in doing that, I also added some notes down here because I've been setting this up as part of my weekly setup, but by the time we get to the end of the week, things have changed, and things change day to day at the moment. I've already changed some things within this since I did the plan with me video for the Ellie Signs Summer Week Challenge, and that was 3 days ago, I lose count. So things change quickly with this because I've got the time to focus on what I want for my planning system, and yeah, so that's going really, really well. So I am going to show you this week. I haven't put any post-its in or anything, so please be kind and gentle if you're looking at this and reading it in detail. I would probably hide over a lot of things on my hands anyway. I've, again, really enjoyed having this focus and thinking about what I'm doing. As you can see, eating's been a bit of a challenge the last few days, but I've not had the greatest of weeks mentally, I think is the way to put it. It's been pretty tough for some of this week, but we're getting there. I'm still doing all the things I'm trying to do, and it's fine. It's not a straightforward recovery process. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this focus again of having everything in one place, and I've added to this as the week's gone on. This was empty at the start of the week. Some of this was empty at the start of the week, and I've added as I've gone on, so I've kept doing that. Next week is a little bit different. I've used a 2-sheet rainbow kit that is in the sales section of the Ellie Signs website. There weren't many left last time I checked, so if there are none left now, sorry. But I looked at it and I thought I've been really enjoying having a rainbow week because there's no set focus or theme then, it's just colour and happiness. So the top 3 stickers in each box did come with the kit, as did this kind of 3 section bits and the header and the trackers. There were some other bits, I've not used them. So I've got snacks in there, mainly because snacking at the moment seems to be snacking, not eating proper food. So I can then see what I'm snacking. I'm not sure that I like it being such a large section of my day though. I think I prefer the little condensed version. Hydration, obviously, I love these labels with the trainers on. I think I said in my plan with me video that I have requested these on the website because I just really like them. Again, self-care activity. This has come back. So this was a feature of my planning pretty much from when I was off until the end of June, where I was recording what I did to get out and about during the day. And I haven't done that so far during July, and I think that may have contributed to how I'm feeling about things at the moment. So I've put that back in so I can see really clearly I've made the effort to get out, or I haven't got out that day, I haven't done any exercise, why on earth do we think that I'm feeling particularly bad? That kind of thing. This box is for the top 3 of the day, again, because I quite like that. Down here, it's not quite on camera, and my pen pot's in the way. Down here, I'm going to do my sleep and my screen time tracking, and then these I put down, and I don't know why I put them down. So it might just be to record gratitude, perhaps, or how I'm a specific kind of mood focus. I think it's mood focus, that was it. Just kind of, you know, how I'm feeling about that day. Is it a good day? Has it improved as the day's gone on? Is it a bad day? Has it ebbed and flowed, kind of thing? so that that is a separate thing in itself rather than being included in sort of like my health notes at the bottom. So that's my wellness for next week. Quick look at my faith planner. Not great this week. I have made a point doing the gratitude, and I did do some scripture writing, but I haven't done a lot else, so I'm going to dedicate some time to that over the weekend, just for me really. Bullet journal pages. Okay, as we all know, I finished the entire bullet journal method last week and have been slowly digesting and contemplating how I'm going to implement it. So I have my future log right up front, because then I can just open the tab and write what I need to write, not that there's much going in. My index is looking really full. This is actually up to date. This is completely up to date. There is nothing that I need to worry about in this. That's how it is. I've updated my my monthly log overview page, and instead of having tasks, I've called this my inventory, which I've taken from Romany, because that's how she's viewing it, is her inventory. It's not just tasks, it's notes, it's all sorts of things that are not relevant to that immediate day or week or whatever, but still need to be made a note of. And I really like that idea, so I've put that there. Anything in blue is sort of present, past. No. Yeah, I've done anything in blue is sort of after the fact or longhand journaling, that kind of thing. Black is present, keep on going. What I'm going to do is skip forward to this week. So this is my attempt at trying to include some stickering in my bullet journal, because I felt that was missing, and while I liked this idea, I haven't used it as much as I thought I would. But I'm going to give it another go for the next week, and we'll see how I get on. So this has come from my things to improve from the weekly review last week. This is just an overview of what's going on. So this is very much like the monthly logs, but on a weekly basis with a bit of decoration and prettiness. So calendar, inventory, essentially. Then I've got colouring page here, and this is as much as I'm going to show you of the dailies, because I've gone super personal offloading this week on my dailies. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit. So the night before, I do the header like this because it really stands out, and I like it to stand out so I know exactly what's going on. I do the events that I know of, or fixed things that are due that day here. So these are all the events. Immediate tasks that I know I need to think about tomorrow, and then everything else that gets added. My triangle has become a signifier, so all of that is to do with health, how I'm feeling about things, etc. And I like the idea that Romy started adding times to longhand journaling and journal entries, so I've started doing that and putting it in blue, so it's really obvious that I don't necessarily need to reflect on it. Some of it's total stream of consciousness, just getting stuff out of my head. Some of it is worthwhile. If I want to refer to it, I can, but I don't have to. And at the end of the day, I'm just recording at least 3 gratitude/wins for the day. And yeah, then I've gone through in my evening reflection and just highlighted the good things. On Tuesday, there were a lot of pink. Wednesday, there was a lot of pink. For bad things or things to work on. So that's that. If you saw the plan with me I did earlier in the week, I did it on half sheets. I decided pretty much the day after that I didn't like that, so I've just stuck them on these pages. So this again has gone for the idea of having a calendar, having an inventory, for the week, and I was going to put these within my wellness week so that I could have both, and I changed my mind on that. I didn't want to do that at all, so I stuck them in here. So this is using A5 core sheets from Ellie Signs UK, as was the other weekly that I showed you. So it just helps me kind of organise everything for the week and see it in one go, and a lot more goes into this from my weekly review, and then I'll start my dailies here and just go for it. So my dailies are sort of traditional bullet journal method dailies. As is most of the idea, I've just thrown in a little bit of light stickering. Then I go to my weekly planner. So this is from the... I can't even think what planner it was. I got this last year. It was an 18-month planner that came out last year that I bought. It had a rainbow cover looking pretty much like this, and I really liked it, and I've used it throughout the year for bits for work, for bits for other things. And I was buying the 18-month happy planners because then I could have an academic year running from September to August. So I've got 6 months left of this, and I'm gonna, yeah, that's wrong. I've gone full on stickerating. So this is an old kit, or parts of an old kit, that I got in a grab bag from Ellie Signs UK. And I really like this, but the process, the time it takes to go through, set this up, think it out, all of that is just so absorbing that I needed to have it back in my life in some way. And particularly because I've struggled this week, that kind of immersion in something is really crucial. So this section has gone back in. This will probably stay. It's partly for just me being me. I can live without this. This doesn't need to be in my planner, but part of me likes it. And yes, I've put the out and about boxes on there as well, because I have, yes, there's to-do lists, even though tasks go in my bullet journal. This complete doubling up, but the whole point of this is that I'm immersed in an activity that stops my brain going at 5,000 miles an hour and slows down and goes, ooh, what colour header should you put there? And that's all my brain thinks about, and for that time it's just bliss. So this section is purely for my mental health and for no practical purpose whatsoever, and that's okay as far as I'm concerned, because it's what I need. Then I have my notes. So there isn't a lot in here at the moment because I'm still trying to sort out what I want to have in here, but I've been reading a book that was recommended from one of my groups about mindfulness. So I've made some notes on that. I've got some journaling prompts in there that I'm working on, and then right at the back I made myself a little pocket that has stickers, notes, letters, etc. in, and has a little pocket for my stencils that I use throughout my planner. So that is my one book. Now, last week I was talking about the issue of time logging and seeing that timeline, and that I struggled with that. All I've done is, instead of doing all of my passion planner memory keeping at the end of the day, I do the journaling and then set up for the next day. So I still have that timeline of what's going on when I'm planning to do things. I've still got that visual, but it's just not in here. So I'm in 2 books and 2 books only, and this is everything I use most of the time. My passion planner just sits on my desk and gets fills out at the end of the day. So yeah, big revelation that I'm still managing pretty much to be in one book 2 weeks into July, and have no plans to add in anything for the 3rd week of July. The only thing that will probably change by next week is the discs. I say that it will all have changed in 2 days' time, but hey, I'm trying to keep in one book, and bullet journaling in this size is amazing because I am a slightly bigger planner girl. There's no denying that, you know, B5 this size, that's where I like, and I like doing it on the pages because you can move them around. One thing I've done for most this week is actually have my bullet journal daily pages in my wellness week. So I'm opening it once, ticking off whatever it is, recording whatever it is wellness wise, and then making a note looking at all of that. And the fact that I can move those pages around is amazing. I've still gone through and I'm trying to find an obvious page. Yeah, I've still gone through and numbered all my pages so that I can still index everything. But they're removable, I can move them around, I can put them where I want to. And if I want to just take a handful of things out and work on those without having my planner there, I can do that. It's really flexible. So, positives for One Book July this week, lots of them. And I'm feeling quite proud that I've managed to stay in one book and not go, oh, but I want to do this and I want to do this. I've tried to find a way for it to work within one container. So yeah, that's that really. I am contemplating doing some kind of plan with me video maybe for one of these sections. I may do a plan with me for my wellness section for next week, so you can see some of the thought process that goes into it. I don't know yet, but as always, any comments or questions or suggestions of what you might like to see on my channel, please leave them in the comments below. I will leave a link to where I get my Happy Planner supplies from in the UK, because I cannot afford US shipping from Happy Planner. It is extortionate. And I will also leave my link to Adibeth Designs UK, which is where all of this lovely stickers that you've seen today are from, along with my affiliate code, which will give you 10% off and gives me a few extra bonus rainbow rewards. And all my social media links. So there we go, guys. I will leave it there for now. And in the meantime, happy planning.